Welcome to Evolve Wellness, and welcome back if you've been to the channel before. I'm Ben, registered dietitian, personal trainer, and coach. And today we're going to be talking about creating a realistic weight loss plan. So you've decided you want to lose some weight, but now what? One of the biggest mistakes people make is jumping in to wanting to lose weight, and they don't have a strategy or they don't have a plan. And when that plan, when you don't have a plan, guess what's going to happen? It's likely that you're going to fail in your pursuits, right? So in today's video, we're going to go back to what we were previously talking about with Mark and Lisa, and we're going to help them move from just thinking about losing weight to actually preparing for it and making a plan. Not just any kind of plan, but a plan that works for them. So if you've ever struggled with losing weight or sticking to it, right? Keep watching, because I think this is going to be helpful, and we're going to break down exactly how to set up yourself for success. In our last video, we talked about stages of change. And Mark and Lisa were in this contemplation stage of change, right? And contemplating or thinking about making a change, right? In regards to their weight. They know that they've got to lose some weight. They know that they need to probably exercise a little more or eat a little bit better. But in that contemplation stage, they're just not sure how to start. But now they're moving into this preparation stage, right? They're feeling more of an urge to actually start doing things, right? But now they're going to make a plan, right? So a plan that they can actually follow. The preparation stage is one of the most important stages of change because it acts as a bridge between wanting to make a change and actually taking action, which would be action is the next stage, but actually taking action. So it's that bridge between wanting to do it and actually taking action to do it. So before we talk about food or exercise in relation to weight loss for Mark and Lisa, first, they need to identify their why. What's their real reason for wanting to lose weight? For Mark, it's his health. He's just found out he's got prediabetes and high blood pressure, and he's worried about his future. He wants to have the energy to play with his kids. For Lisa, her why is mental health. She's tired of being sluggish and stressed and emotionally drained. She just wants to feel confident again. Your why, right, is something that's going to help ground you and keep you going through those tough days. You're going to have days where you're not going to want to do something, right? Whether it's exercising or eating healthy, and maybe you're going to end up skipping a day or skipping a meal or whatever it is, but bring that why back into view, right? Remember your why, because that's going to keep you going and pushing toward your ultimate goal of losing weight. So just take a second here, guys. Take a second, think about it, right? Think about your why. What is it? Identify it, write it down. All right, so do you have it? Did you write it down? If you have it, if you have the why, great, right? This is a very powerful thing to have in your arsenal for making changes. I strongly encourage that you hang that up so it's very visible to you, or keep it on your phone as your wallpaper. Share it, right, with your close friends that you know are going to help you along the way. So keep that why close to you. So next, let's talk about goals. A lot of people set themselves up for failure or success depending on how they are setting their goals. So you want to set your goals up to be very specific and measurable, but also realistic. So let's pivot here, and I'm going to throw up some definitions for SMART goals up on the screen. SMART is an acronym. It stands for specific, measurable,
achievable, reasonable or relevant, and time-bound goals.
So a realistic goal for Mark might be eating healthier in the evening, right? Or it might be going for a walk after eating dinner. For Lisa, it might be making meals at home instead of going out to eat.
Mark wants to cut back on his soda drinking at dinner. He does it every night, so he's going to cut back to 4 days per week for his first goal. And then he wants to walk twice a week for 15 minutes after dinner. Right now, he's not walking at all. So he feels like this is pretty reasonable for him.
So with Mark's goals here, he isn't cutting out everything, right, that he loves. He's just making better choices, right? And those better choices, they're going to add up over time.
Right now, Lisa is eating fast food at lunch 5 days a week. She feels like she needs to cut back on that. And so her first goal is at least 3 days a week, she's going to prepare her own lunch and bring it to work. Her second goal is to go on an hour walk on Saturdays with her friend Sophie.
Again, with Lisa here, these are very small, manageable changes or manageable steps for her. They're not some extreme diet, right, that she's going to go on, that she's not going to be able to stick with the rest of her life. It's not some extreme workout plan that she's going to just be exhausted with within a week. They're small, manageable steps. So make sure that when you're structuring your own plan, right, they're small, manageable steps, and you can progress eventually to where you want to be with that diet plan or the exercise plan, right? You're not going to start doing cardio for 150 minutes a week if you've been doing nothing, right? So start out small. Start out with achievable things for yourself. And even with a good plan now, guys, right, there's going to be roadblocks that come up. So here, let's talk about Mark and Lisa and preparing them to handle roadblocks.
Lisa really doesn't see any barriers getting in her way for preparing her lunches for work. So she thinks she'll be pretty successful in doing that. But she thinks that weather might get in the way of walking with her friend on Saturdays. So she's come up with a contingency plan to navigate around that, which is walking around the indoor shopping center if the weather's bad. And then with Mark, he thinks that switching to drinking water instead of soda at dinner should be pretty easy. He doesn't feel really addicted to soda, so switching to water shouldn't be a pain. But walking after dinner could be a challenge because sometimes he's got to take his kids to soccer. So he came up with a contingency plan that when he's at soccer, he's going to walk around the outside of the soccer field while his kids are playing. He can still watch his kids play, which he feels good about, and get his activity in at the same time.
All right, so Mark and Lisa, they have a plan now, guys, right? They've got some set goals, some barriers, right? They thought about the barriers they could encounter, and they're planning to move into action, right? So in the next video, we're gonna follow them as they put this plan into action, and we're gonna track their progress, any adjustments that they might make, and how they're dealing with the challenges that come up along the way in starting this new routine. And I'm gonna go back to your why, right? So if you guys are getting ready out there, right? If you're getting ready to start your own weight loss journey, take some time today and write down that why, right? It could be one single thing, or you might have a couple, right? But what are those one or two things that you are gonna fall back on, right? The main reason why you wanna lose weight, why you wanna become healthier, right? And I'm interested, right? So drop some comments in and let me know how things are going. Let me know your whys. If you got any questions, throw them in the comments, and I'll try to get to them. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, appreciate it if you did. Stay tuned and watch for the next video here with Mark and Lisa. And just remember, stay strong, stay healthy, and evolve. We'll see you in the next video.